Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto booth. He's the crypto father, the one and only, putting in the hours, never getting lonely. He's grinding day and night.
This morning I was thinking about when I first got into crypto, and that was in 2017. 2017 was the year when I got into crypto, and what brought me thinking to this time of my existence in the world, in the crypto world, was Raw Paul's article, which I'm going to read to you in just a little bit. Or not his article, but an article about him and the global money supply and why it's going to push Bitcoin into the stratosphere. But basically, I got into crypto in the year of 2017, somewhere around here. This is somewhere around the time when I first heard about Bitcoin. Somebody talked about it and said they invested into something that turned out later to be a Ponzi scheme, but nonetheless they invested somewhere around here. I think December 2016, and I finally got around into crypto around January 2017. At that time, Bitcoin was about $800, $700, $800, maybe even prior to that. I think it was around maybe $600 or so. And I was toying with the idea of getting into buying one. My wife said, go ahead and do it. But just 800 looked like a lot of money to me. And then in January, and then in February, Bitcoin was about $800, $900, almost $1,000, yeah? And still, I didn't purchase. Instead, I dropped a bunch of money into XRP, and I think I had like $10,000 in XRP, but I didn't purchase any Bitcoin. And just thinking about it right now, upset me so much I had to jack off. Unbelievable. I don't understand why these missed opportunities. This is something that it's a lesson that you gotta learn. When things come your way, you know, just don't waste your time, don't miss the opportunity, because it's a once in a lifetime thing. And here's the thing. So in 2017, Bitcoin was around here. And looking at the charts, when you look at the charts, it never went back down to this price again. And it never will. That's the thing. The last all-time high basically renders Bitcoin unable to retrace back to the price where it was. So the all-time low in 2019 rather, was $3,000. So after the pump in 2017, when Bitcoin pumped to $19,000, almost $20,000, and retraced back to $3,000. Let's draw a line here just for keepsake. Right here, $3,000. That's where it retraced to. And then it pumped once again in 2019, had a little pump. There was a retracement in 2000. All right, so right before the second bull run here, or the third bull run, it retraced back. We had a pump of Bitcoin pump to 13,000, and it retraced back down to 3,000. And so this was the last chance to get Bitcoin at the cheapest price. This was almost the lowest price that it has ever been since me getting into it. It was the equivalent of the level it was during the depths of the bull market, or the bear market, in 2018. And once again, I remember my friend called me and asked, hey Jack, when is a good time to buy some Bitcoin? And I said, man, if there was any good time to buy Bitcoin, it's right now, because it was at 20,000. Right now it's 4,000, and still I didn't buy any Bitcoin because I was recovering from my trauma of losing money in 2017. And then it pumped to 64,000, 69, almost $70,000, and then it retraced. And when it retraced, the lowest point it was at was $15,000, and this is the lowest that we've seen it in 2022. And just to bring it home, this is the lowest point of 2022, and this is again the price, a price that we will never see again. We will never see Bitcoin at $15,000 again, but there will be another low. But before that, there will be another high. So in 2017, we had this top right here, and then we had a retracement bear market and then 2013, which was a pretty high peak before a retracement, which is kind of what we're seeing right now. We're seeing this massive dip. Actually, let's have a quick look in calculation of what the retracement was here from this pump. And so this is the post pump drop, which made up, this was a 71% drop. This was a 71% retracement before a massive rally in 2020. So after the bull market, after the bull run in 2017, of course, Bitcoin dropped down, retraced. Let's see what the retracement is on here. Bitcoin retraced 84% into the bear market. And then it had a nice rally from this level. It had a nice rally of 355%. That was the rally. Insanity. And then it had a retracement again before the massive mega bull run of 2020-21. We had a 71% retracement, after which time in the bull market we had another 79% drop in overall price. That was the bear market. And right now, I'm not even going to look at these pumps, but we are right now looking at a retracement of, we're looking at a retracement of 30% right now. So this is a retracement of 30%. When you look at 2017, the retracement that we saw right here was 71% before a massive bull run. So right now, if we were to retrace 71%, we would be looking, I mean, so it's not even going to happen. There's not going to be a retracement like that, massive retracement, because then we'd be looking at $31,000 Bitcoin, and that's not what we're going to see. Bitcoin is not going to 71,000. The lowest we could see it go in a bear market right now would be about 50,000, 40 to 50,000, I guess, 49, maybe 45. Is it, could we go lower? I doubt it. I mean, it's possible, but I highly doubt that it would go there. So the 30% retracement that we're seeing right now is not that significant. So the next leg up, we could see a massive leg up going to 200 and beyond. And according to Roll Paul, Bitcoin and crypto about to be boosted by global money supply explosion, former Goldman Sachs executive states. Roll Paul believes increasing global liquidity will soon send Bitcoin and other digital assets soaring on a new leg up. A historical relationship between Bitcoin and the global money supply M2 metric suggests that the top digital asset by market cap is gearing up for a massive breakout. Crypto is still feeling the tightening in liquidity from the stronger dollar and higher rates in Q4 of 2024 that is almost done, and financial conditions are easing fast, and M2 is headed back to new heights. This is just a regular correction. So Bitcoin basically follows the global money supply according to this chart, and we've had the dips, ups and downs, and right now Bitcoin is just following the global money supply that took place in the last quarter of 2024 right here. And as the money supply continues to increase, the prediction is that so will Bitcoin as it has in the past. So we are right now, the red line, that's the Bitcoin line. And so we're seeing a retracement on Bitcoin as it is lagging behind the global money supply chart. And so based on past data, we're supposed to see Bitcoin follow the global money supply, which means we're going to see another pump coming up soon. Paul believes Bitcoin is repeating a similar 2017 price pattern correlated with the M2 metric when President Donald Trump came into office for his first term. Bitcoin had a steep correction in 2017, but then took off on a series of rallies. And there was a similar retracement in 2019 as well. So this was 2019, actually. 2017 would have been right here. And in 2017, the retracements were also significant. We had a 40% dip right here, and we had another 40% dip right here, and then another 40% dip right here, actually 30% dip right here. So if we were to look at the way Bitcoin behaves, we have massive pumps, and then a big retracement, another massive pump and a big retracement, massive pump, big retracement. The only difference, I think, is that all the while, if you look at the MA ribbon, you see that Bitcoin maintained its levels above the 100 moving average. It never broke down below the 200 moving average unless we were going into a bear market, which is odd because that's what we're doing right now, and that's what I think scares a lot of people. In 2020, it's the same pattern. You can see that Bitcoin skirted the upper levels of the 20 and the 50 EMA, and it never even touched the 100 EMA until we began seeing a retracement in prices. But there was the massive dip in between before we hit the second top. And after the second top, it all retraced back down. And right now, we have seen Bitcoin skirt along the top patterns, the top lines, MAs, until recently. Let me just shut all of this off. Oh no. Until recently, right now, Bitcoin has broken below the 200 MA, which is what causes the panic in the market, I believe. So that's where we're at. But hopefully, I mean, this is hoping, right? If we were to look at the chart presented by Roll Paul, where Bitcoin follows the money supply, we should be expecting Bitcoin to recover and soar for new all-time highs. We had the exact same correction in 2017 caused by the same reaction to Trump policies, higher dollar and higher rates, which then reversed. Paul also believes Bitcoin will start trading higher within a logarithmic regression channel, a form of technical analysis that aims to show the approximate heights and lows of an asset's long-term trend. Over time, we just keep climbing the log regression channel. Whether we stay at the main red or climb above it by another standard deviation or two remains to be seen as the cycle develops. And as it is true for all markets, it is true for Bitcoin as well. Regardless of the dips and the depressions and all that goes on in between the years, the overall trend of all markets is upwards, and it's mainly due to the fact that we're living in a world that continuously supplies and continues to increase the money supply, and so that continues to drive the prices and the markets upwards. And so it is with Bitcoin as well. And speaking about money supply or supply, Pi Network unlocks 188 million tokens in March 2025. I know that Pi is the thing that everybody talks about. I personally have not gotten into it, and not so much, just because the app seemed it seemed shady. It was glitchy, it was clunky, and I never really used it. So people are cashing in right now, but you do need to submit your KYC, which is kind of a pain in the neck, and I've never actually cashed out my tokens. In March, Pi Network mining project expects to unlock nearly 200 million Pi tokens, which will become available to more than 1 million users. The unlocking of 188 million coins is unlikely to have a negative impact on the price of Pi, as demand for this asset continues to grow. It'll be interesting to see. Right now, you know what? We didn't even look at the market cap. Market cap is on the rise. We're at $2.7 trillion, $170 billion in trading volume. Pi was on the 13th place. Pi right now is $1.41. And I get the feeling that in times of massive downturns, Pi is going to take a beating. After this bull run, I swear I am off altcoins. I'm done with altcoins. I'm going to cash out and I'm going to turn everything into Bitcoin. I'm so done with altcoins, it's not even funny. I am going to become a complete Bitcoin maxi, I think. But so in any case, it's going to be interesting to see where the price of Pi is going to go with this massive unlock of 200 million tokens. And Ethereum, double trouble, this one here. Ethereum prices fall below 1800. Price crash amid testnet attack. A testnet attack. Ethereum right now is at 1900. It had a bit of a upswing, which is nice. The last time Ethereum traded below 1800 was October 2023, when it was slowly emerging from the 2-year low bear market. As a matter of fact, when I looked at it right now at 1800, it's about the same price it was in literally 2018, I think, or 2017, at the peak of the bull market in 2017. There is solid support at current levels, which is probably a reference to the market top of 2017, which must be held to prevent the asset from tanking back to bear market lows following the formation of what appears to be a double top chart pattern. Some are saying that ETH could fall as low as $1,200 because that would be the bear market scenario of 2017 or 2018 as well. And there's apparently some attack. So the ETH angst has been the ETH fear, the fear for ETH. Why? English is so weird. Why use German words? You know, just use fears. Forget angst. Like people ascribe some weird, angst is just fear in German, but in English they bastardize it and they ascribe some additional meanings and make it all look all fancy. It's just stupid. It bothers the hell out of me. The ETH fear has been exacerbated by problems with Pectra testing and an unknown attacker sending zero token transfers causing empty blocks. On March 9th, Ethereum developer Marius van der Vijden said the issue had been fixed. So that should be okay then, right? We should be back to normal. We suspected that the attacker was reading some of our charts, so we decided not to publicize the fix, but only update a few nodes that we controlled in order to get more full blocks on the net. Trump plans order to end crypto banking restrictions. Donald Trump is preparing to sign an executive order aimed at reversing policies that have restricted banking access to cryptocurrency businesses. This could mean that people will be able to onboard and on-ramp and off-ramp more easily. This move is expected to overturn what industry leaders have called Operation Choke Point 2.0, a set of restrictions that have made it difficult for crypto banks to operate within the traditional financial system. By lifting these barriers, Trump's order could reshape the digital asset landscape in the United States, providing new opportunities for crypto-friendly financial institutions. So this would be a good thing, allowing banks to manage financial assets and link them to cryptocurrency so people could onboard their crypto through plethora of banks available would be great. It's something that we need in South Korea. Actually, what South Korea needs is to lift the bans on foreigners trading cryptocurrencies locally, because that's just annoying. A bunch of senators in the states have updated a version of the Genius Act, aiming to strengthen the regulatory framework for stablecoins in the US. Initial proposed in February, this bipartisan legislation now includes additional provision to address global concerns and improve oversight while maintaining a focus on fostering innovation. The revised bill reflects feedback from industry leaders and policymakers, including measures that could significantly impact both domestic and international stablecoin markets. From what I understand, the PayPal stablecoin and another one, XRP stablecoin or whatever the heck, they're only like, I think, 1% of usage. Most people are using Tether and USDC, and I think BUSD if you are on Binance, but the new stable coins are just not taking hold as, I guess, expected, but they do hold a small margin of the market, which is good. I mean, it's good to have the options as long as they don't collapse. And I think the major issue with those stable coins or any stable coins outside of Tether is trust. Tether has been proven to be trustful, although there is still speculation and still, I think, a lot of doubt about whether it actually is legitimate or not. But when it comes to the brand new stablecoins, they need to withstand the test of time. And Coinbase to launch its first 24/7 Bitcoin and Ethereum futures in the US. The exchange aims to close the gap between US trading hours and global crypto markets with futures access. So that would be interesting. People will be able to make money and lose money 24/7. How fantastic is that? And finally, Congress weighs stablecoin framework and rejects CBDC overreach. Lawmakers and industry experts discuss the importance of US dollar-backed stablecoins in the financial system and the urgency of a regulatory framework for these assets during a hearing convened by the US House Committee on Financial Services on March 11th. Stablecoins versus CBDCs is clear, but that stuff like that needs to be discussed because these old men have no clue what's going on. So the hearing addressed potential benefits stemming from stablecoins and criticized harmful tariffs. Tariffs. Funny that I said that. Slip of a tongue, maybe. Trades of CBDCs. House Financial Services Committee Chairman French Hill argued that stablecoins offer advantages over CBDCs by fostering competition and innovation. Unlike stablecoins, which operate in a competitive market, a CBDC would concentrate financial power within the federal government, restrict customers' choice, and undermine the innovation that has made US financial markets the strongest in the world. And with that, we're going to conclude this because I got to get my kids out of bed. But there's some interesting stuff happening, and there is more and more being developed. There's more and more in crypto. There is a lot more that is taking shape, and so the present retracement is simply that. It's a retracement. So don't be like me. Don't look back onto 2017 and know that you could have gotten in on Bitcoin at below $1,000, and understand that right now, despite the fact that Bitcoin is trading at 80,000, it's going to go much, much higher. There will be another bear market also. That will happen. So take your shots and accumulate as much as you can over the next few years because it's not going to stop. There's going to be a bear market, there's going to be another bull market in 2029, and then there will be another bear market. And so for the foreseeable future, until 2140, that's when the last halving will take place of Bitcoin. It's somewhere around that time. It's supposed to go on until the halving setup is supposed to go on until 2140. So that's for how long Bitcoin is going to be here, and halvings will take place, and the 4-year cycles will continue for that long. After that, who knows what's going to happen. But before that, make sure to pick up a Descent wallet because it's on discount right now with the CryptoFather channel discount. You can get a 30% off on one single one of these beautiful biometric wallets from Descent, or you can get a $99 discount if you purchase 2 of them. Ref links are below the video. Make sure to pick those up and store your crypto on them. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Avoid the hacks. Don't be stuck on Bybit with your Ethereum being snatched away by Lazarus or whatever other hackers. Also, remember to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Peace. Happy hump day.